Have you ever wondered if your watering habits are holding your garden back? Many gardeners don't realize how easy it is to make simple mistakes that can quietly damage plant health and waste precious water. In fact, overwatering is one of the most common issues, and it often goes unnoticed until plants start to struggle. Not only can too much water stress your plants and make them more vulnerable to disease, but it also leads to wasted resources. If you want a garden that's healthy, resilient, and eco-friendly, it's time to rethink how you water. Let's start by looking at the hidden warning signs that your plants might be getting more water than they need. Recognizing the hidden signs of overwatering is one of the most valuable skills you can develop as a gardener. Many people assume that more water always means healthier plants, but the reality is much more complicated. Overwatering doesn't usually announce itself with obvious symptoms right away. Instead, it works quietly, causing damage that can be mistaken for other problems. This makes it easy to confuse with underwatering, since both can lead to drooping leaves and stunted growth. But while underwatered plants are simply thirsty, overwatered plants are actually struggling to breathe. The first thing to look for is yellowing leaves. This isn't the kind of yellowing you see when an old leaf naturally dies off. When a plant gets too much water, you'll often notice the yellowing starts on the newer leaves or appears across the plant, not just at the bottom. These leaves may also feel soft and limp rather than crisp or dry. If you see this, it's a sign the plant's roots are having trouble taking up nutrients, likely because they're being deprived of oxygen. Roots need air to function. When soil is waterlogged, those vital air pockets disappear, and roots start to suffocate. Over time, this leads to root rot, a condition where roots become mushy, brown, and unable to support the plant. If you're able to gently remove a struggling plant from its pot, take a look at the roots. Healthy roots are firm and white. Roots that have been sitting in water too long will be soft, brown, and may even have a slimy texture. This is a clear sign that the plant has been overwatered for some time. Another clue to watch for is the presence of mold or algae on the soil surface. Mold thrives in damp conditions, and its appearance means the soil has stayed wet for longer than it should. Sometimes you'll even notice a musty smell, which is another indicator that the roots are living in an unhealthy environment. It's also important to pay attention to the pattern of leaf drop. All plants lose old leaves as they grow, but overwatering causes leaves to fall off in a scattered, unpredictable way. You may see healthy-looking leaves suddenly turning yellow and dropping, sometimes from the middle or top of the plant. In contrast, natural leaf shedding usually happens at the bottom or on the oldest leaves, and the rest of the plant looks healthy and vigorous. Another subtle sign is slow growth or a general lack of vigor. Plants that are overwatered often stop producing new leaves and may seem to stall out, even during their active growing season. This happens because the roots, damaged by excess moisture, can't supply the rest of the plant with the water and nutrients it needs. You may also notice that the soil takes a long time to dry out between waterings, or that the plant looks wilted even though the soil feels wet. This is a classic sign that the roots are no longer functioning properly. Being able to read these signs takes practice, but it's the foundation of a healthy, thriving garden. Instead of guessing, start observing your plants more closely. Notice how they react after you water, and pay attention to changes in leaf color, texture, and growth patterns. If you're not sure whether overwatering is the problem, check the soil and roots for the warning signs we've just covered. Once you know what to look for, you'll be better prepared to avoid the most common watering mistakes. But even with all this knowledge, it can still be tricky to know exactly when your plants need water. That's where a simple, hands-on test can make all the difference. Understanding what's really happening below the surface is key to keeping your plants healthy. Many gardeners make the mistake of judging soil moisture by how the top layer looks, but this can be misleading. The surface dries out quickly, especially in warm or windy conditions, and it's easy to assume your plants need water just because the top inch feels dry. In reality, the soil around the roots might still be holding plenty of moisture. This is where the most common watering mistakes happen, watering too soon or too often, or sometimes not enough, because the true condition of the root zone is hidden from view. To avoid this trap, try the finger test. It's a straightforward method that gives you a much clearer picture of what's happening where it matters most. Simply press your finger about 2 inches into the soil near your plant's base. If the soil at that depth feels dry, then it's time to water. If it still feels damp, wait a little longer before watering. This small step helps you avoid the guesswork that comes with relying only on appearances. It's quick, requires no equipment, and works for container plants and garden beds alike. For those with larger gardens or lots of different types of plants, checking every spot by hand can take time. In these cases, a soil moisture meter can be a useful tool. These meters are simple to use. Just insert the probe into the soil, and you'll get an instant reading of the moisture level. This is especially helpful if you have plants with different water needs, like vegetables and flowers growing side by side. Using a moisture meter can help you target your watering more precisely and reduce the risk of overwatering or underwatering. Research shows that gardeners who use moisture meters often save water and see healthier plants, since they're only watering when it's actually needed. Not checking the soil's true moisture level can lead to problems. For example, if you water based on a dry surface but the soil underneath is still wet, you risk suffocating the roots and causing root rot. On the other hand, if you ignore dry soil below the surface, your plants may become stressed from lack of water even if the top looks fine. This is a common issue during hot weather when the surface dries out quickly, but deeper soil remains dry as well. The finger test and moisture meter both help you see past these deceptive signals and respond to your plant's actual needs. By using these simple tests, you'll also encourage a healthier watering routine. Watering deeply but less often helps roots grow downward in search of moisture, making plants more resilient when conditions get dry. This approach not only supports strong plant growth, but also helps conserve water by preventing unnecessary watering. Paying attention to what's happening in the root zone is one of the most effective ways to keep your garden thriving. Instead of sticking to a fixed schedule or relying on surface appearances, let the soil guide you. This way, you're responding to what your plants truly need each day. With this foundation in place, it's also important to think about when you water. The timing of your watering can make a big difference in plant health and water efficiency. Many gardeners don't realize that the hour you choose to water can shape the entire outcome of your growing season. It's not just a matter of convenience. Watering at the wrong time can quietly undermine your efforts, causing problems that aren't always obvious right away. When you water during the hottest part of the day, most of the moisture you add never makes it to the roots. The sun and heat work quickly, causing up to 30% of that water to evaporate before it can soak in. This means your plants get less benefit from each watering, and you end up using more water than necessary. Over time, this leads to stressed plants, dry root zones, and wasted resources. Watering in the evening seems like a good way to avoid the midday heat, but it opens up a different set of problems. When leaves and soil stay wet overnight, they create an ideal environment for fungal diseases like powdery mildew and root rot. Pathogens thrive in darkness and moisture, and these conditions can cause problems that build slowly. You might not notice anything wrong for days or weeks, but by the time you spot yellowing leaves or wilting, the damage is already done. For gardeners who want healthy, resilient plants, this is a risk that's easy to skip with one simple change. The most effective time to water is early morning, between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Cooler air and lower light levels slow down evaporation, so more water reaches the roots where it's needed. Plants have the whole day to take up moisture and prepare for rising temperatures. Water that lands on the leaves has time to dry as the sun comes up, which helps prevent fungal spores from settling in. This approach not only keeps plants healthier but also reduces water waste, making your garden more sustainable. Think about how dew forms naturally on grass and leaves in the early morning. It disappears as the day warms up, leaving plants dry and refreshed. Morning watering works in a similar way, giving plants a head start without leaving them damp for too long. In contrast, watering at night leaves foliage wet until sunrise, which gives diseases more time to take hold. If you're tempted to water at midday for convenience, consider how quickly a wet sidewalk dries under direct sun. The same rapid evaporation happens in your garden, and most of the water never makes it below the surface. This can leave plants thirsty and roots exposed to heat stress, even if the soil looks damp for a moment. A simple habit change, watering early in the morning, can help you avoid these common pitfalls. It doesn't require extra effort, just a shift in routine. Over time, you'll notice stronger plants, fewer disease problems, and less wasted water. These adjustments to your watering schedule may seem small, but they have a big impact on your garden's overall health and sustainability. By paying attention to when you water, you're setting up your plants for better growth and resilience. With these strategies in place, you're well on your way to creating a thriving garden that rewards your careful attention. Making thoughtful changes to how you water can have a real impact, both in your garden and beyond. Simple actions like checking soil moisture, Paying attention to plant signals and watering at the right time help you use water more efficiently and keep your plants healthier. These habits don't just support growth, they also help conserve water, which matters since agriculture uses nearly 70% of our freshwater supply. By practicing these techniques, you're contributing to a more sustainable way of gardening. Every adjustment, no matter how small, adds up over time. If you want more practical advice on eco-friendly gardening, be sure to check out our other video on 5 crucial watering tips every gardener should master that linked here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Your support helps us bring you more practical advice to create a healthier, more sustainable garden. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned for our next video. Happy gardening!